All right, let's take another look at the game loop. Let's go in game and open the game loop. Also, let's open our symbol file. Okay. Right, we were looking at these as well, right? Yeah. So because this one kills Lolo, and we don't know what triggers this death. So I have to figure that out. I don't know. I ran out of ideas as to what could be killing Lolo. Because I think I've covered them all. Like, it's either a collision with a mob. The timer has reached 0. A dagger, Medusa dagger. Like, I don't know what's left. And it was in 4724, I think. That referenced, oh no, D262. Yeah, that's this one here. So there's a single check here for some reason. After all these checks, that checks whether this byte is or this bool is true, and then we die. Oh no, this is, I think this just means whether the death animation has to be played. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is just an if. Well, no, if it's open over an open exit, then we handle that. It does the jump animation and switches to the next level. But I assume we jump over that, right? So, okay, we jump to handle successful exits, but that doesn't return here, I think. Yeah, so I don't know, because we have a die function here too, though. So after we get killed, we die here. Let's see if we do return from this. Well, it's hard to do because this function is called constantly, so it's hard to like trigger here. I mean, we can do conditional watch points, but I don't know how to check the flags, which is annoying. Right, so let's put this in the symbol file though. D262. Okay. Oops. Typo. Okay, so now that one's triggered too. I don't remember. Yeah, so if we do that, I think these were referenced somewhere else as well, though, but I can't remember where. So let's just look at the next function. So I think we looked at these two. So 0090, that's a very low function, meaning it's probably in the basic or in the ROM of the machine, right? B68B. I don't know if you looked at this one. B68B, this one. What do we do here? Okay, that doesn't trigger immediately. Wait, that's weird. Go back to the game loop. Why does this not stop? Are we jumping? Yeah, we're going over this. Right, this is a demo related then. So this unknown level start trigger might have something to do with just start running the demo mode. Maybe. Because why would you... Oh no, that's above this function. Oh no, but the function starts here, I think. So this is not part of the game loop, right? Yeah, it isn't. So the function does start here. So let's ignore this, because this is an unknown here, D219, and that's close here, D219. Like there's data here that we don't know about yet, and is also being used, but then in this function, perhaps demo mode stuff. I don't know. Yeah, for some reason we put is demo mode in the A register, but then I don't think we use it because we are using D007. Wait, unknown level start trigger. Where is that? Is it D007? I think it is, right? Because yeah, that's this one. That's the address of unknown level start trigger, and it ends it with its value, or it ends, yeah, it ends that with the value of HL. It jumps. So maybe demo mode, and that's key held though. So I think it's just using the first one though, just D007. Yeah, D007 is getting checked and it. So this might have something to do with demo mode. So let's look at that. I'm going to reset the machine and make it run in demo mode. So we're looking at D007 here. We're broken. That's fine. So yeah, wait, now we are in here though. That's interesting. Because it's not changed. Okay, let's let it boot because so we're waiting on it to start the demo, right? Let's go back to the game loop. No, so it is doing inputs. Those are the replayed keys, but this one, that's also weird. That resets the thing. Does this hold it in the menu? Okay, let's do a write watch on D007 though. Okay, that immediately breaks. Yeah, this indeed writes something in that unknown start trigger. So it's not a start level trigger, apparently. Where are we? So, oh, A is put into key held and A is put into unknown level start trigger. Okay. D2CF we also don't know about. Okay, that's all the way here, that's 31. Question is, do we write it anywhere else though? Because it's always here. Although no, we do put it here as well. Yeah, and this is 1 then. That's interesting. So actually, let's break on this one, because this one actually puts a known value in there, and I'm assuming this is mostly going to be 0, maybe, unless we press a button. I should be able to do a conditional register A equals 1. Let's hope that works. And then, yes. So now what happens if I press a button whilst it's doing the demo? That does nothing. I press space, and we are writing 1 in it. So is it looking for space, perhaps? It could be. And what do we have in our field here? We have 1. Yeah, so this checks for spacebar, I think. Let's verify that in a regular level. Now this is also something that we should check out. But yeah, I think it's pressing space that happens, that triggers that. Okay. Because it has to react to this, even if you're doing the demo mode, it has to react to space because it has to go back to the menu, right? So let's disable this one. Let's continue. Okay, and we go back. It stays on 1 though. So let's start a game. Okay, it's 0 now. What happens if I press space? Okay, yeah, this is a space detection. Now it's FF though, when I press space. So none of the other buttons do anything. It's strange that it's FF now. But this is like a special key detect perhaps. So let's look at the keyboard and press stop. Perhaps that triggers this thing. Oh, no. It's the F. It's not the FF. Wait, is it? No, we're looking at this one. And this one indeed becomes 1 when I press space. Okay. So let's see if it puts there something else if I press stop. No, it doesn't. So this just detects space, I think. Okay, right. So let's do, that's like D007. I think this is simply spacebar pressed. Yeah. Okay. And then for some reason this responds to spacebar being pressed, but I'm not really sure what that is. So let's go back to the game loop. Yeah, so that might be something interesting because now so when the spacebar is pressed, it executes these 3 lines, well, these 3 lines, I think, because we're jumping to 4289, so that's here. So it's these 3. Oh, and then 40AF is also called. So perhaps that sets the thing in motion. Right, so if I break here, that doesn't break normally, but if I press space, nor does it do that. But if I start a level with it, maybe it does. So this level already started, this one now doesn't. Okay, removed my position here. So let's see if I press space now, if it breaks on this line. No, it does not. So perhaps it is only applicable in game mode, in the demo mode. Okay, let's look at that then. Okay, so we wait until the demo mode starts. This might be demo mode though, this thing here. So let's press space. Yes. So for some reason, okay, wait, so we're adding HL, right? But we're looking at A as well. So we're putting, this might not, well, yeah, this is demo mode for sure. So that's, what address is that? C819, that's, okay, that's way higher up. So we're checking if we're demo mode and we're loading is spacebar pressed. And then we're ending. Let's see, yeah, okay, let's see if that includes the A register. I don't know this by heart. And I forgot to bookmark my CAT reference. The better one, I think it's this one, yes. So we already have this one as a bookmark. Let's put this one in here. Okay, so we AND it and HL. So, oh right, it's a bitwise AND on A. So it does check both, right? Because both have to be on. And then we do a JRZ based on the Z flag. So what does this say about the Z flag? As defined, okay. It probably puts the result there though. Right, so if I look at JRZ to a destination, if the 0 flag is set, okay, that makes sense, right? So it's doing an AND of the demo mode. So if both demo mode and spacebar pressed, then we probably drop out back to the menu. That's probably going to be this. I don't know what this low thing does though. This is like deep in the ROM or in the machine itself. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was the jump table, right? So let's go there. Okay. I'm thinking this is just like clearing buffers, like when it comes to keyboard interaction. I don't think this is very important. Yeah, this does not look like we can use this much. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Let's go back to the game loop. Right, and it cancels out. So this call isn't this important, but let's look at this one though. So we have to go back to demo mode, and I'll press space again. So we'll trigger it. Okay, let's see what's in B68B. Probably also not something. I mean, it's going to go back to the menu, right? That's unless that's what this code after this jump does. So let's go look inside. Okay, lots of. Okay, so this AND was the result of it being in demo mode and space being pressed, right? So we're clearing that. Yeah, that's now 0. Oh, and we're overwriting stuff, but this is menu stuff though. So DD54 is way down. I don't think we have information in this area yet. So this might be something, well, this is zeroed out. So 7B is also zeroed out. I don't think this is quite relevant though, because yeah, this is going to be menu stuff, which we're not really focusing on. We're going to focus on the game first, right? So yeah, we're going to override this 5 with 0. So it's like clearing stuff, right? And then okay, we're going to FF. And we're going to load that in other registers here, like this one. Okay, so we're just we're reinitializing the state of the entire game and show the menu, right? Yeah, this is just writing some FFs. And I think this one then shows the main menu. So 40AF, let's look at this one. 40AF, we're immediately calling a basic function. Well, not a basic function, but okay, and it's going to load the game mode. No, it's going to load A into DO5. Fine. Oh, these, okay, these were the ones we were looking at. So these could be states, overall states of the game. So 3, 4, 5 here. These might be overall game states, right? So we don't really know what this one does yet. So we're calling a low one. That's fine. This one we might have to investigate. Let's see what it gives for result. I think the results comes into the A register. Okay, that's 0, 0. Oh, did it jump over? Okay, that's weird. Did I press play? I can't remember. Let's try that again. So where were we? Yeah, wait. This one is off. Why are we paused? Okay, I'm gonna press space again. And I didn't put a breakpoint, so let's go back to the game loop. Yeah, it's just 40AF. And AF here. Well, let's not look. Yeah, let's take this one. But I jumped over this one, so I'm going to press space and it's going to stop there. Yes. And then let's see. It should. That's weird. Okay, so it's not paused, right? Yeah, it's not. So for some reason, this calls and probably just calls the game loop again, right? So B2DA might be a go to main menu function. B2DA is this one, which calls another one. Okay, so we're gonna try to call B2DA straight from the game and see if that's correct. B2DA. So I can. I mean, it's going to probably crash while doing that though. But if I can force it to go here, which I apparently cannot. Oh, that's run. That's simply run. Okay, set PC. That's what I wanted. Yes. Yes. So this B2DA is show main menu. Okay. Show main menu. Okay, and this was called from within. Well, we're not gonna see this in the game loop because we're first calling something else. I think we might actually name the first one show game menu because yeah, it's this jump here 40AF. So let's force it. Okay, it's messed up. That's because I didn't reset it correctly. So let's see what 40AF does first. Maybe that reinitializes stuff. Yeah, it calls 0069, so maybe that's important. So let's call this 40AF instead. And let's see if we can call that one. Hi Tim, how are you? Seems good. Yeah, so let's call 40AF from within the game after we set though, or we can just get a proper state. So let's jump to 40AF and see if that works. 40AF, it's this one of course. Set PC to 40AF, yes. And does it screw up now? That's the question. It's not that complicated though. Like once you get an idea of what these things do, then it's easier than you. Yeah. It does though, it does work. Well, let's see if it messed something up. I don't think so. It seemed a bit messed up, but yeah, no. The play is, I mean, it plays nicely. So yeah, that's show main menu. We needed that call to 69 here. I mean, of course you would. Yeah, we can't call this one straight. So this is the show main menu function for sure. And if we go back to the game loop, we will, and it will make sense though. So if we look at this, so that's our main game loop. We check is demo mode and is space pressed, then we will use these three calls here and we will show the main menu. That makes sense. And otherwise, we will continue with the game. We're clearing D2 to A. That's interesting because it always gets set to 0 in each game loop. It's about this one, I think. Yeah. Why is so? This one is flickering though, meaning it gets initialized to 0 at the start of one game loop iteration, and then it gets overwritten as when it's 1. So what could that be? Is that, for example, processing of collisions, that everything has to halt for a moment? I don't know. Is it timing? Let's see what writes D2 to A though. So we'll clear our watch points, add a new one. We'll add D2 to A. Executing the late command, no such breakpoint. That's fine. Okay, here we are loading. Okay, we have to do a conditional. I don't want it to be 0 because we just put 0 in it and that's going to happen every time. So our only condition is going to be register A or is not equals to it, like this. I don't know if that's the correct way to say not equals in tickle, but I guess it is. So now it only, yes, this is where it puts 1 into this value, right? And where are we? We are at the bottom of the game loop, probably. This could be a prevent input thing. We're calling way too many functions here to make any deductions as to what happens here. So we'll have to investigate all these calls. But at the end, you can see here that it jumps back to the start of game loop. So that's where it returns, right? And it probably jumps here if you quit the game or something, not sure. But yeah, so everything between this one, this setting of A, which is a hard-coded 1, and this one up here, which is a hard-coded 0 that's being put, something has to perhaps not happen while we are doing all these collision checks. So yeah, I don't know what to call that though. It's like a held while collision checks happening or something, but it includes these calls too, and there's like 20-30 of them here, and we'll have to investigate this first. So let's temporarily call this something D2 to A. Held at true during game loop. That's a bad name, but I don't know what else to call it. Okay, so at the, wait, let me put that in front of it. At the start of the game loop, this is set to 0. And then after several calls, it's set to 1. And then we're checking what key is held. So this might be like a don't process any inputs whilst we're checking collisions, perhaps. Because then it's loading, or it probably fetches, no, it zeroes out A. Oh, and it clears what key is being held, right? Okay. It calls the functions, okay, it checks whether Lolo has to die. So these calls might also have something that kills Lolo though. We do a bunch of calls again, load some variables. This might be a level progression thing too, like skipping to the next level. That would also be interesting to have, so we can like warp to like level 55 straight, right? So let me read the symbol file in again. So we have our value here. So that's held at true during game loop. Well, for a while it's like a very bad name, but and it's also false. It's not true because it's 0. Held at true, at false. During game loop, maybe bar key processing. I'm not sure. That's not too long. That isn't. Okay. I'm going to have to continue investigating these calls. So these two we can ignore, right? Because yeah, this is just, oh yeah, this was reset for main menu, I think, B68B. If I remember correctly, B68B. Start with clearing A. Yeah, so this is a reinitialize function. It reinitializes, it puts 0 in these two and FF in these two and 22 in what the AA is pointing at. Right. So this is a reinitialized game, I think. Yeah, okay. So that was B68B. Then we have a function at B6. I don't think so. No, that's quite low down. So reinitialize overall game state, and that's B68B. And let's put that as a function with OX and reload. Yeah. So if you go back to our game loop, we have yeah. So this is way too low though. I don't know what that is, but that's probably going to be in the MSX manual when you call 0090. What that does, I don't know if I can find that easily, but doesn't really matter. So 4289 is over here, which is that skip. Okay. So if we are in demo mode and we press spacebar, we reinitialize and we show the main menu. Makes sense. All right. I'm going to need to look at 6970 now. So this happens after pretty much everything that can kill us is being checked. Oh, we skipped this one though, 4724. What is 4724? Do we break on that all the time? Yeah, apparently we do. Let's disable this one. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, so that is something that is called regardless. Let's see what that does, or let's just jump into it. 4724. Okay, it checks whether it's a bonus level and probably skips it. It checks Lolo position and exitor position. Right, so I think is this the success function? Like if he is over an open exit, because it's going to fail this one, I think. So we're probably returning here because it's checking Lolo's positions and the Lolo's position and the exit door position. It's subtracting both, and if it's not 0, it's going to return, and I think that's going to be the case. So I think we'll return there, maybe. So let's see. We are for 7A7, are we jumping? We are not jumping because we're not in a bonus level. Makes sense, okay. Because that is handled differently, right? The door is always open in a high prosto. It's always open, the door, so it doesn't have to do a check, so it's a different routine, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's subtract, and I don't think it's going to jump, or maybe, wait, is it? Yeah, it is, and it exits. So this is probably the function that checks whether he's over an, or handles, wait, because we do check that here, though we have a variable for that. So let's continue again and try that again. So I'm going to break whilst being over the exit, though, see if that works. Let's go in, and instead of returning here, let's see if we can break here by walking over the exit. So I'm going to continue, and I'm going to disable this one. Okay, and I'm going to have to play. And see if it at least gives us some break, either when we move over the exit now or when it's open. So let's see. No, yes, it does. Okay. Right, it checks whether there's a treasure over the exit. That's only in type B mode, and we're currently in type A mode, so that's not applicable. Right, so probably not, but we are going to jump. And then it checks whether the door is open, also makes sense. It returns, okay, because it's not open yet. And why do we, maybe this value is being set in that function. That would make sense, yes. Because, yeah, we're not setting Lolo over open exit anywhere here. So this is the function that actually checks, are we over an open exit? And then if it is, then we handle the successful exit. Okay, so that's going to be, I'm going to preliminarily call this check whether we're over an open exit. So for 7, okay, my functions aren't sorted because we are here with functions as well. That's even, yeah, of course, that also makes sense that that would be before the game loop. And then for 7, yeah, so check if Lolo is over open exit. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see the Lolo over open exit variable being set in this function. And that's 4724. Okay, and now we're going to jump to that function. Right, and we were breaking if we were over it, but we want to break when it's actually open and see what it does. It took this jump, right? 4748, which is this one. Oh, wait, I don't know. I have to do it again. So let's play. it stops after matching the position, so that's good. And then we're checking, is there a B-type treasure over the exit, which there isn't. So do we jump to 4774? We do. All right, and here we check whether the door is open. So we're going to return here, and we don't want to return. So I'm going to open the door, and we'll continue from here. Right, of course, here it says we're loading 1 into A and putting 1 into Lolo over open exit. Right. And then we're checking the game mode for some reason, either being A or B. And then it does something as well. Okay, let's finish the level without this check breakpoint. And I will open the door, and that should trigger us or break us in the bottom part of that function. Right, so it doesn't trigger yet when we are not over it, but it will trigger now when we're fully over it as well. So not when we're half over it, but now it will break. We're putting 1 into Lolo over open exit. We're loading the game mode, which is 0, I think, which is just type A gameplay. We're ending it, and we're jumping if it's non-zero. So I think we're doing something custom or skipping something. 479E, right, that's low as well as here. So we're doing something different based on the type of game we're playing, A or B. That doesn't really matter. So we don't take the jump, and we're calling 6B29. I don't know what that one exactly does, but we might as well check. Let's go in that one. Oh, it's going to increment the lives, right? So it loads player 1 lives in HL, but that contains actually both players' lives because it's a 16-bit thing. So C811 is a short, right? A 16-bit value. C811. Yeah, so 5 and 0 here, these two, I'm in single player mode. I have 5 lives, and the second player, which doesn't exist, has 0 lives. But we can access them both if we access the HL register here. So it loads active player, which means this is a weird name though, I can't really. Active player is 0 equals player 1, and okay, and 1 equals player 2. We need to have that because we need to know which one of the players to increment their lives. So yeah, we are loading the active player. Right, that's perfect. Yeah, so we are checking whether this is 0, right? If it's 0, we return because HL is pointing to the lives of the first player. If it's not, we continue and we increment HL, pointing then to the amount of lives of the second player. Right, that makes perfect sense, and then we return. So this little function can be called, so 6B29 is 6B29, was it right? We have nothing in 6B29, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, so equals 6B29. So that function is get current player lives address. Which player is currently active, and returns the address of its lives. It's the address, or yeah, because it's HL, and returns the address of its amount of lives left in HL. Okay, get current player lives address. That's 6B29. Okay, okay, I don't want to do that. Reload, and then we have to go back up. Yeah, that's indeed this one. And then we load that into A, and we're going to rotate that to, like these RRCAs are to add a live in a, what is it called? Was it BCF? No, I can't remember the name. The way of storing these values, because if we look, these aren't stored as hex, but as, what was it called? BCN, like binary coded, I don't know, I can't remember, BCD, binary coded decibels, I think it was. So yeah, so this is going to load 5 into A, correct? That's 5 here now. And then we're going to rotate that a couple of times. And that then is added with 0F, sure. And then, I mean, it does quite a bit of manipulation here. I don't really know why they not just increment and then cap it at 100 or something. And then we're loading HL into A. Okay. Which is again 5. I don't know why they do that. We're adding A to itself for some reason. I mean, this is math from the 80s, right? This is optimized stuff. I don't really know why they're doing this. Well, I mean, they're doing lots of stuff here, but then we're calling increment lives. So, I mean, who knows, right? 6A, 6E. Let's go into that one. Is demo mode. Oh, right. This is putting the score, or taking into account the score, or updating it. It makes it a bit more complicated by using binary coded decimals to represent the score here. So they have to split the score over like 3 bytes. So that's not very, that makes the code very complicated to, I think this is just a update score function. So let's step through it. Is demo mode, that's not the case. And then we're loading player score 1, the lower part of it. Okay, we're dealing with player 1. So yeah, we skipped over 685. We skipped over the player 2, right? Because we're currently in a player 2. Player 1, sorry. Yeah, now we're doing lots of calculations. Okay. Like, sure. And we return. Yeah, so it made it 56 here. I don't know exactly why. But let's see when it updates the screen what it actually did. What is 56 here? Yeah, this is the lower of the top score. Oh yeah, it added 50. It added 50 points. Hi, Mr. Ed. Welcome. Yeah, so it added 50 points. I don't know if the 50 is like a variable. We can see that maybe that's the calculation here though. I'm not sure about that. But we can see if we can find 50 before this happens here. So we're incrementing our lives. I'm gonna call this update scores. So 6A, 6E. Now, of course, we don't have that. Let's look in our functions here. Let's keep them slightly sorted. Okay, before this one, I think this means update scores. 6A, 6E. Reload. Oh, okay, it does that again, apparently, and again. Okay. So not sure why, but sure. It skips them though, so it's depending. It's probably doing based on which player is playing or something. I don't know. And it exits. Oh no, this is a top score high now. Okay. And it's exiting this function, sure. We're returning to the game loop. One thing to check, so it's going to give me 56 points now, right? So let's run it again. Yeah, it's exiting 56 points, that makes sense. So now let's see if it's still going to be 50. I don't know the by heart if you get 50 points if you clear a level. So I want to go look in the update scores function. Was it update scores or yeah, it was, right? So we have to go here and we break on when it updates actually our score. See if the 50 is like a parameter that we get in this function. Wait, was it this one or I think it was one up, right? I have to go back to the game loop because I forgot exactly where we are. Yeah, so it was in check if Lolo is over open exits. That's at address 4724. Okay. Wait, was it not? Oh, did we? Yeah. So the remove entity is for the treasure, probably. Yes, okay. I think it was here. So we're loading 0. Wait, was it? Load over open exit, sure. Oh yeah, here it is. So the breakpoint is still good, I think. Yeah, I think this mess here gives us 50 perhaps. I mean, based on some input perhaps, right? I don't know exactly what the input would be, but I think this is a good point to break. So in the first level it was 50. Let's see if this level gives us 50 as well. So we'll have to play it for a bit here. Which would then give us 106 points, which is also interesting because 106 is going to be spread out over multiple bytes here. It doesn't represent it in hex. Well, it's going to be 160, 161. Okay, let's see what happens now. So we're at 61. Okay, we're breaking here. What do we have? So there are no values on in the registers here that indicate 50, right? So let's see if it's 50. We're loading C811 into A. What is C811? That's the amount of lives of the current player, which we just received from get current player lives address. That's correct. And then we're doing some weird stuff with these guys here. So we're rotating that stuff, and I don't know why. It becomes 60. Okay. Ending with 0f for some reason. Right, so we're only taking the last part, sure. So that would make it the 54 here, that's relevant, I guess. We're putting that in the D register, okay. No, it only takes the first part. Okay, never mind. We're resetting that entire value, adding a couple of things. Okay. Loading A into E, sure. Exchange DE and HL. And is this now 60? So are we going to end up with 121? Let's see. Yeah, 121. So 2101 in different order would be 121. So that's very interesting. So what is this function? What did we call this? Did we even give it a name? Yeah, check if Lolo is, I mean, it's going to be a long name if I have to include that information too. So this not only checks whether he's over an open exit, but also calculates the score. Well, and update score. Right. Good. Let's go back to the game loop and see where we are. Okay. Good. So we check if he's over an open exit. It's strange that the check function, which actually checks if he's over the exit, immediately updates the score already, and then, well, and then if the result of that function, meaning he's successfully over the open exit, triggers the jump animation and goes to the next level. Okay. So then we don't have any unknowns here anymore, except these two. I don't know why we skipped these two. Right, but let's look at 6970 here, which happens after all the collision checks. So I don't know what else we have to check here. But yeah, let's look at this one. Well, first let's let it do its thing, or let's reset to level 1, right? So to start here, do I have any breakpoints or watch points? Yes, let's remove those or clear them. Okay, let's go back to game loop, of course. And let's wait on this one. Let's see, 6970. Single or dual player mode check. Active player check. Does he collide? And we return. Okay, it does weird things here. Let's see. Let's look through it. Okay, so if it immediately returns conditionally based on this, right? So what do we have? Single or dual player mode is going to be 0, meaning 1 player. Right, 0 is 1 player. We check that and see if we return. Yes, so this function only applies to 2-player mode. Okay, that's probably going to be alternating these 1-up, 2-up scores, I guess. Yeah, so I'm not going to investigate that one because who cares about 2-player level mode, of course. So it doesn't really matter. 6970 we can pretty much ignore. That's fine. Reload our symbols. Okay. And then the next one, let's dive into 47C3. 47C3. Okay. Lots of unknown data. Interestingly, a variable we haven't processed yet. So D238 is this one. And 47FA. 47FA sounds very low though. I don't know why that's so low. So yeah, so we load D238 hard into HL, like the actual value, and 47FA in IY, 3 into B. Okay, we're preparing something because we're pushing this stuff on the stack. Those two get pushed on the stack, okay. Loading 2C in C, sure. The value of HL gets put into A, which is going to be 0, right? We're still at 0. Where are we? D238. Where's our selection? Here, right? That's still 0, okay. We're ANDing it with 2. Okay, so this can be 2. That's something we're going to try. Because conditionally on that being 2, we're doing something else here. So let's see what that is. So I'm going to put a breakpoint here and disable it so we remember where we were. I'm going to have it run. And I'm going to put, well, let's play the game. Let's activate the game. Let's see what happens if we put 2 in this. Aha, aha, very interesting. These are our powers. Is this the next power? Yes, it is. And I'm assuming the type of power, yeah, determines, or is it maybe just a heart? Yeah, okay. That's interesting. So we have heart power-ups, right? I don't know exactly what they do. Or when you get those. So yeah, we have 0 is off, 1 is switching between 1 and 9, 2 is on. I mean, do we check any other values here, or did we lose our place again? No, so we were checking it against 2, right? Yeah, we're checking against 2, 1, 8, and 8 again. Right, because we're checking HL, right? Yeah. So 2, 1, 8. So 1 flicks it into blink mode, and 8 is gotten, maybe. Not sure what that is. Because we have to, like, if it's used up, we probably have to know that as well, right? Let's put those values in the symbol file though, D238. D2, this is heart power up 1. Nine and A is 2 and 3. No, here, reload. Okay, so these are our heart power-ups. Good. Let's turn those. Well, I don't know. I think they wait, no, they activate when you, so if it's in this state, I think they activate when you pick up a heart framer. Not sure. No, they don't. Or maybe it's the other way around, where they have to be in flickering mode. Let's pick up the next one. I don't exactly know or remember how that was exactly programmed, but yeah. No, that doesn't change anything either. Maybe it happens on level completion. I'm gonna have to look in the manual to see what these heart power-ups did though. Yeah, because it doesn't change anything. Maybe we're missing something else here though, like there could be other data that has to be set in a certain way. So it goes away, it gives me one extra heart. Yeah, it just gave me one extra one. So no, I mean, let's look for heart power-ups. I can't remember exactly what that did. So might be written, yeah, power-ups might be written differently though. So it's not this one. It's Eggerland Mystery, right? Yeah. Okay, there's a list of power-ups, I think. No, this one doesn't mention the hearts. Heart framers, sure. Right, so this is about the first one at least. Heart framers should be listed as part of the terrain. Right. Maybe that was like a precursor to getting a power-up. I can't remember this stuff. Do we have this in construction mode though? Yeah, let's reset and let's see if we have that in construction mode. So it's not over here. I have to get the keyboard out, put the select button, nor here. I mean, this is, I can't remember, like these were these called the heart framers? Yeah, these were called, yeah, okay. So that's not the thing. Yeah, because if you look, these hearts are like, this is the power-up, right? Okay, so you can pick out of 3 power-ups. So let's give ourselves some. How do I get? Okay, that's the amount, I think. And then how do I get to the next one though? How do I move this menu around? Like, is it control? Yes, it's control. So let's give us all the power-ups. Let's play this level now and see what happens when we pick up some heart framers. But let's also give us some more. No, I want to go. Let's give us a couple more normal ones and then a couple more with shots in it and see if we can trigger that hard. Okay, let's wait. It was these 3. No, these 3. Okay. Right. So the powers are there. I think it's just yeah. Right. You had to activate the powers by picking up heart framers, and now they all blink. So the next one we pick up is going to activate, I assume, number 1. So what do we have here now? Right, it's the heart power-ups are now the sprite or the tile indexes though. I think it's going to be sprites. That's interesting because it also, like the lower part is switching between 1 and 9. Right. Okay, let's look at the sprites. They're going to be in 81 and 89 probably. Are they sprites? They don't seem to be though. No. So then it's probably going to be a tile and then the first of 4 tiles perhaps. Where are we? 81 and 89. It says, no, wait, I have to look at the decimal. So it's 137 and 129. 127. Oh, that's those guys. Wait, those are the heart framers that are blinking. 107, 27, no, 137 and 29. 137. That's a snaky though. That's the top right part of a snaky. That's weird. Nevertheless, let's pick that up and see what happens. So the first one should activate. No, they all activate. I guess it doesn't matter because it depends what you're looking at. I can only use the first power-up if I'm in front of an arrow, which I'm not. So it's, and the third one, the bridge only works on water. So it's probably gonna give me a block now. Yes, and that disappears. And those others are activated as well. They stopped flickering now. 8A. The values are a bit weird, but it's definitely the power-up hearts though. Okay, let's go back to the code and see what we're doing here, right? Where are we? So it's quite a short function. I mean, it does checks on the power-ups. And then it returns. So I'm not sure what it does. Okay, do we have unknown values here? Right, so that's the hard power-up, sure. 47FA, I'm not sure about what that is. 47FA, that could be, I think that references the ROM though. Yeah, that's way too high. Although we do have value, no, these are functions. So 47FA, no, it's a jump point, of course. It's right here. Yeah, of course. So we're probably conditionally jumping here based on whatever. Maybe the type of power-up, perhaps. I'm not sure. Because we're doing power-up stuff here too, yeah. And we're accessing all 3 of them. Probably, yeah, and we're jumping, right? Conditionally here, yeah. And then we're returning. So I think this is just based on which one you selected or which one you're in front of, perhaps. That will activate. I think this is just a activate power-up check. Or handle power-ups. Okay, so that was 47C3. Let's go back to the game loop and see if that was the function we were looking at. 47C3, I said. Yeah, I think this is simply handle power-ups. 47C3. I'm going to call this handle power-ups right now. We can look in more detail later on, of course. 47, what was it? 47C3. Let's reload. Okay. Then we have, okay, let's reset though. Of course, it resets my PC as well, not my position in the disassembly. Okay, let's stop here. Let's play the game first. Okay, let's activate. And then 5D, 8D. Let's see what this one is. Check in whether we're in bonus level and not do anything. If it is, and then we look at the bullet count. and we have another 195C. That's also very low. Not sure why we're doing that. We're calling a function, increasing something, conditional return. Okay, let's see what it does. So are we in a bonus level? No, so it doesn't apply to bonus levels. We load our address for bullet count in DE. That is indeed D0, D0. I know that one by heart now, of course. And then 195C is loaded into HL. That's a weird number though. 195C. I mean, is it? Surely that's in the functions, right? 195C is quite common. It's quite low. That's like right here. Weird. We're loading 0 into C, and then we're calling a function. Okay, let's jump into that function. 6B10. We're putting the amount of bullets in the A, which is 0 now. I should have given myself a couple. And we're doing something with it. We're rotating this right, I think. We're ANDing it, sure, we're chopping off, okay, the first part, sure. Increasing C, decreasing C, Y, okay. I mean, it did change the A register too, though, so there might be side effects from these two things here. Okay, we're doing 20 into A, calling something in way up there in the ROM, sure. HL1 is increased, HL is now 19.5D, and we return. Wow, that's weird. So now we're pointing at this for some reason, which is 30, and we return. That's a weird function. We're increasing C, sure. Again, load the bullet count in the A register, which is 0, and we're doing a unconditional jump. That looks like the same thing we just did, or it with 30. Geez, that's weird though. What are we doing here? And we return. So it's a similar function, and we're out of it already. What could that be doing? Like, it would be handy now if I could like disable that function and see what stopped working, but OpenMSX refuses to change memory in the ROM part of the cartridge, so I can't really do that easily. I'd have to go into a hex editor, like look up this specific instruction here and lop it out. That's a weird one. Well, let's skip that one for now and look at the next one, 54D4. Okay, checking whether we are in a current bonus level or in a bonus level at all. We are not, we continue, okay. Is the exit door opened? And we return if it isn't. So this happens only when the exit door is opened. So let's do that. Let's remove this one, disable this one, and let's open the door. I mean, I have a save state for that though, so that shouldn't take time. Let's continue. And I have to reactivate. Okay, so yeah, this one, the door is now open. Let's see what is different now. So we're not in a bonus level. The door is open. We do not return. Okay, D1FC. That's an interesting one too, because we don't know what that does. D1FC. This one, it's 0. Okay, it just checks that. Returns. Okay, so does it return here? Because it's going to check goals here. That's interesting too. Okay, so we don't return, so we have to look at this one and see. Okay, there's no goals in this level, so this is a bad level to test as well. Yeah, I think we're going to return now. Yes, we do. So this only applies when this value is 0 and there are goals. So let's go to the goal level. This one, door is open and there are goals in the level. Okay, let's go in again. Okay, we can move over that. The door is open. D1FC. Oh, interesting. It is 1 now. It didn't used to be 1, right? That was in the first level. And it is not our goals present because we already have a variable for that. And this looks at the position. It's probably going to loop over all the goals though. So it looks at the position and the X states. What could that be doing? First of all, let's try turning this off in a goal level. Okay, so I'm going to disable this. I'm going to restart the level without it being a run. Okay, no, let's continue this one. So this is still 0 now. What happened? Oh, is this wake up the goals? No, it's not. Was it D1FC? Crap, I already forgot. 5-4 D4. It was D1FC. Yeah, it was. So that didn't change anything yet. So let's see when this changes, right? Let's just pick it up. Okay, when I finish the level. Oh no, of course, it's probably are the goals active. So I think if I turn this off, oh, which I can't. Okay, I cannot turn this off. So that means, like this is handled elsewhere. Of course, I can't. I have to put the block in place, of course. So I wonder if they're going to shoot their lava if I turn that thing off. So it turns into 1. Yes. Okay, let's see now. Let's make him spew his lava. Let's see if that, because there are timers here too or something, if that turns off now. Well, yeah, it does, because it's waiting too long. Right, let's time this. No, I was mistaken. No, that doesn't make any difference, it seems. What is this though? I can't force it to 0, and it is 1 as soon as the door opens and there's a goal in the level. Because in other levels, let's try one with skulls. Let's try this one. It's 0 now. I finish the level. Yeah, and it stays 0. It does other stuff near here that we don't know about, but yeah, that's very strange. So it's goal dependent. Interesting. Okay, let's break again. Actually, let's go into it. Yes, this one. And we will check the amount of goals over here about. We can disable that one and immediately go here if we finish the level. Okay. So we check the amount of goals. It should be 4. Also, why does that need to be checked? Because it apparently only puts that on 1 when there are goals in the level. So that's also weird. Okay, we don't return. We're moving A to B, which is the amount. The amount of goals is now in B. That's probably for the loop. right? Because we're going to loop every goal. We load its position and its X state, sure. Pushing IX on the stack, fine. And then HL is D064, that would be the position of the first goal. And we're incrementing it, so that would put the Y position in there. We're incrementing it for the X position. Okay, so we're putting Y in E and X coordinate in D, sure. Right, so E has Y position, which is 0E, and now D register has the X position of the first goal, this one here. We're incrementing again, and I don't know what exactly the variables were in that little struct, D065, so we're probably here. So that's goal still, yeah, amount of goals is 4, then the Y position, the X position here, then the next one is the direction it's looking, and that's it. So we have 3 variables, Y, X, and direction it's facing, which we were reading into E, D, and C. Okay. So it's pointing to 6, 7 now, which is already the next one. Okay, makes sense, because at the beginning of the loop, we are not incrementing HL, right? So we're ready for the next loop iteration. Okay, now IX plus 0, D127. What is D127? That's also goal related, I think. That's this one. Yeah, okay, that's the X states. So goal 1 X state, that's only one byte that we have, implying whether the goal is in X state or not, sure. So I'm assuming we're not going to do anything when we're in X state, of course. Okay, so we're jumping conditionally based on that, which we don't do because we're not in X state. This might be the spewing of the lava, though, that we're doing here. We're loading C into A, sure. That's the amount of goals in the level. That's some, okay, that's fine. What is a CP? I don't know that one by heart. CP and then a hard-coded value. Doesn't really matter. Subtract B from A. But it has a parameter though. So B, oh no, that's CPB. So we need CP with a hard-coded value. This is the subtract H, L. That's the value of a thing. CPA. Wait, where is my CP value? I mean, I'm assuming it's going to, this is the loop variable, I think. Because what did it do? It subtracted those, right? Subtracts B from A. So I think it just subtracts 1 from A, which already happened. Or no, we're putting C into A. So what happens here? Let's look at the, okay, it decremented the F register. Okay, never mind. 5518 is the end of the function. Okay, so this is just the for loop that's being exited, I think. We load B0 into C, sure. Okay, again, this subtraction. We take 3 off, again, the F register. Okay, so that would be the F register then. Again, a conditional jump here to this position. Load C into A again. Exchange DE and HL, sure. We're calling a function here though. This might be the spew function, I'm not sure. Although, yeah, let's look at that one later. Exchange again, and we're out of the function. Oh no, I think this resets the loop. Yeah, we're going to the next goal now. I think this does indeed check whether to spew the lava when we're in front of it. I don't see Lolo's position, but this might be this function here, 65E6, might be where we check Lolo's position against the current goal. So let's see. Let's go into this one. Activated skull pushed block, tile top left. That's if we have, okay, that's if we're pushing something, sure. And we're calling lots of functions again. And all these, the results of these functions are compared against values. This is annoying because there's like 10 calls here. I mean, I can go over it, but this is going to take a while to, so are we pushing something? D1, E6 is this one, right? Yeah. Wait, so let's look at that in the memory. D1, E6. Yeah, so these are the tiles of the thing we're pushing against. But we're not pushing anything. Well, they are something though. Wait, so what are these tiles? We start with A0, which is 160. These are the goals themselves. So this description, it's not 100% correct. I found this variable when looking at the skulls, but then it also applied when I pushed the block. So this is some multi-purpose thing. But yeah, I think this just references the 4 tiles of the goal we're looking at, right? Because it does it 4 times, 0, 1, 2, and 3, meaning the offsets in that in these 4 bytes here. I don't know why it needs the tile IDs here though. Okay. Oh, wait. So yeah, I think I know what's going on here. We are changing from a dormant state to the alive state, right? Because we are exiting now. We or not exiting, but we picked up the last hard framer, meaning we have to activate now. So they have to change sprite to become awake. And I think that because we're incrementing here, we incremented everything with 1, I think. And if we now go look at B4, which is 180, that's going to be the top left corner of the open eye call. So let's see if that indeed is the case. So 180, I think I'm going to have to do the right side though, because that's going to be the same. 180. Yes. Eyes are open now. Okay, so this is a transition from dormant state to open state. Okay, this might also be a generic function that also applies to skulls. If the offsets that we have to add from dormant to awake state is the same for goals and skulls, then we can use the same function, of course. So this is probably just going to update everything, I think. Let's see. I mean, it's not going to update the screen. But I think this function is just activate enemy. Okay. Let's call that preliminarily activate enemy 65E6. Activate enemy 65E6. Okay. From dormant goal to activated goal, and I'm pretty sure this function is going to be called for the skulls as well. So let's do that. Let's check that. I'm going to continue here. Right, so they open their eyes, sure. I'm going to scroll to, come on, tooltip. Okay, what was it? 65E6. And I'm gonna break on this. Oh, this keeps happening though. So does it? It does that continuously. I mean, sure. It doesn't really matter if it does that continuously. Let's try it in the second level. Before the last hard framer. Let's reactivate the function. Does it break? Yes. That's strange though. Or does it, wait, let's see what values it loads. I access D1E6, which is now all empty. So, okay, we're loading 0, 1, 2, 3. So this does happen apparently. This addition. Let's look at the sprite table, if that is indeed, or the tile table. So we have our unactivated skulls. Yeah. So we have our unactivated skull, and then 4 positions down are the activated skulls. That makes sense. Okay. It does that all the time though. That's weird. Because why would it be doing this if the level isn't completed, right? If they're not activated. So yeah, that's the wrong function name for sure. I don't know what to call it though. Why that would be. What a better name would be for that. I mean, we'd have to look at all these functions though to see what exactly they do to know that. But yeah, this is not activate enemy. This is enemy tile change related. And no. Okay. Then let's go back to where we were coming from. Can we go out? Okay, so we were here. This was the handle power-ups. Okay, wait, were we in the handle power-ups function? Because that does not make sense either. Then why would that be here, right? It might be a generic tile change related function, not even necessarily enemies, because those hearts were also like they were pulsating, but they weren't changing though. Okay, this is an unknown that doesn't matter. So let's go back to the game loop and see what next we can see. Okay, where were we? Oh, was it 54D4 we were looking at? 54D4. Oh yeah, we were looking at this one. Right. Based on the amount of calls in the level. Okay, and then we do enemy tile change related. Sure. Yeah, so this is, I think this is call activation and targeting and stuff like this. Now, I want to disable this function though. Without, I mean, I'm gonna have to install a hex editor because I don't have one on this machine yet. Yeah, because if we can disable this by knopping out this function here, 54D4, let me give that a name. Then we can see whether the goals actually start spewing or waking up and start spewing lava when I disable that function. So 54D4, I think this is activate goals on exit opened. And yeah, let's reload. And let's see if we have a good hex editor. Okay. I don't need the ratings. Sure, it doesn't really matter. Okay, that does not look good. Okay, just the icon. Okay, the interface is very small, I know this, but I don't know how to immediately change that unless it's not going to be a cute application. So let's make a dupe of the ROM. So we are here. No, where's my ROM? Oh no, I put that in the script. So we're on, and we're going to copy this in Eggerland hack, and then we're going to copy the script. We're going to reference this new ROM now, and then we're going to go back and see home stream kit. Okay, we're in ROMs, and we're going to open that file. We're opening the hack one. Okay, that looks like poop. I mean, what is this? Is this a hex editor? Yeah. Okay, I mean, sorry, but this looks like shit. Do we have a better one? $207 megabytes for a hex editor from the Snap Store. Makes sense. Octeta. Okay. It's very slow to start up. I mean, does it look better? We'll see. Let's it's very slow in the file selector, at least. The hack ROM, okay, that looks a bit more what I expected. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. Does it work? Yes, it works. Okay, a bit more separation would have been good. Do we have a theme? We do not. Never mind. Okay, so now let's look for our code here. So I want to disable this one, right? So let's find CD8D5D, which is the one before that. Do we have that? Yes, and then the next one would be CDD454. Yeah, so we have to change these three. And I think NOP was, I don't remember what NOP was in Z80. So let's see if we have that. Oh, there's zeros. Okay. So now if we're in hack, right? So CDD4, where are we? Yeah, CDD454. Okay, let's see if we now have knopped out that in this ROM. We're going to stop this one and we're going to run the hack one. And let's see now if we go to our game loop. Where's the game loop? Oh, it's all the way down here. Okay, I changed the sorting. Wait, I don't want you to play that because that has a call in it. Where are we? Yeah. We moved our function call here. Now let's see if that changes something with our goal level. I'm going to do this one, and I'm assuming, well, no, they do activate, but do they spew fire? Yes, they do. So it is something else, though. What could not be happening now? Do they kill me? Yes, they do. So nothing changed. What is the difference, though? That's very strange. Because they even opened their eyes, like, what could that be? Wait, why is this back? Did we not look? Wait. Wait, we're back in the wrong one here. Oh, I loaded the state and the state references the ROM. Okay, makes sense. No, so let's load it manually here. Current cartridge, ROM image. Yeah, this should be something else. It should be the hack one. Of course, that does make sense. Apply. Okay, we are resetting. Now I can't load my save state, which means I would have to play all the way through, I guess. I mean, it's going to take a couple minutes, but sure. Okay. Let's go. I think it's a third level. So the first one is with Snakey, then we have the skulls, and then I think level 3 is the one with the goals. Yeah, of course the save states are linked to the ROMs. I should have thought about that. It doesn't matter. Let's I mean, I could save some save states here, but the management of the save states isn't the best. So yeah, not sure what the best solution is here. My guess is that the goals won't wake up without that function. Okay. All right. We are going to save this one. Hack level 3 start. Okay, let's see. Yes, they do not activate. This is indeed the activate function. So we're correct in that. That was the activate goal function. And it only applied to the goals because the skulls worked perfectly fine, right? So yes, very good. I mean, we can just load the save state and switch between ROMs. So if we now go back to our game loop, then the function has reappeared. Yes, activate goals. Yeah, very, very good. I'm assuming the next one is going to be perhaps skulls or something. Yeah, excellent. Activate goals on exit opened. Okay, so let's look at the next one. 5961. Let's go in that one. Okay, this is Alma AI, I assume. So I'm going to make a guess here. Well, it's again looping over all the Almas, comparing with it's going to be the Alma Lolo collision perhaps. Or no, this might be targeting, as in follow Lolo. These are actually the AIs, I guess, because yeah, it's not just activate; it's actually the detection, I think, of Lolo and shooting fireballs perhaps as well. So we're going to simply remove this function as well, right? So to see if it's just targeting or if it's complete movement as well, or in other words, the entire AI or just the targeting part. Yeah, so let's immediately just knock out that function. We don't really have to think much when it comes to this. So I'm going to have to recopy the ROM though, because I want to reactivate that previous function. Well, I mean, what was the name of that X editor of data? Actually, it's where the zeros were, right? So, I mean, I can't search for this, I think, because that's going to appear lots of times. Yeah, I have to look at the function itself. It's CD6159. Okay, so which is the next function, of course. So let's knob that one out too. Let's save. And now we were talking about Almas, so let's load our hacked state of level 3, play it, and then, okay, has changed, that's fine. Oh, has changed since oh yeah, the save state remembers the ROM thing. Does that matter? Let's see. No, it is knocked out, so it's just a warning, fine. I'm going to move towards level 4, which contains Alma. If I'm not mistaken, I will save a state there too. And we'll see if they even activate or if they just stop targeting. Okay, let's save another state. Oh no, it's first this one. Okay, sure. So this is hack level 4, start. And we have to finish this level 2, because Medusa is going to probably be one of the next functions we handle. Yeah, we don't need to save this state, but the next we'll save. Yes. Save state, hack level 5, start. Let's see if they move. They do move though. Are we? So yeah, this function is gone though. So, and they do target as well, because they are following me. And do they hurt me? I mean, the collision functions are above this, so they probably do though. Yeah. Now I'm not 100% sure that it's using the correct ROM though, because it complained about the file date being different. Yeah, so this might result in emulation problems. But yeah, the save state does not contain the entire ROM probably. So it should be fine. So why does this still work though? That's very strange. Because we did remove that function like entirely. And yet they still attack me. And it was the next, right? It was these three. That's weird. Let's go back to the regular one. Oh, no, not 3, 5. Yes. Yeah, it was this one. 5961. What could it be doing based on the position? Like it is using Lolo's position Y and X. Wait, let's step. Where are we? Here. So we're checking whether it's a bonus level. Also makes us invincible, right? So that isn't applicable. Okay, we do load something we don't know about yet. So do D25C. That's this one. Also interesting. What's around here? Start level. Okay. Load over exit. That is interesting too though. So because it doesn't handle this when this is non-zero, or maybe, oh wait. That's probably why it didn't work. Do we return here? Yes. So this, okay, that's the reason why the removal of this function did nothing, because this function isn't even called when this value is 0. Okay, let's see what happens if we so this was the return, right? So we have to break here. Let's see what happens if we force that value, if we can, to something other than 0. So let's make them run. Oh, right, okay. We finally found it. This is game activated. The game wasn't started yet. That's also strange because I thought we had another variable for that. Start level. So start level is D25D. But C, oh, wait. Right, I remember. Wait, so let me first add this as a variable, has game started equals D25C, I think it was. Yeah, this one. And this is a trigger to actually start it. So yeah, let me reload here. And then, yeah, so I'm going to reset this state so that the level hasn't been started yet. Okay, never mind here. Okay, so the level has not started yet, but I can't I don't think I can change this one. Yeah, it does work though. Okay, let's deactivate you for a moment. Because there was a difference between, yeah. So this start level, let's see. I thought I had to do this one for it to start. So if I indeed trigger this one, it puts the other one on 1, but not the other way around. Okay, so this is has game started, sure. Okay, so it checks whether it's a bonus level and returns if it is. It checks whether the game has started and returns if it hasn't. Then we're looping over all the almas in the level, which is 4 in this, or 3, yeah, 3. Right, 3 almas in the level. If there are 0 almas, we return, sure. Which we're not doing now. Right, and then we're loading A into B, so that's the counter for the loop. We're loading the position X state. It's weird though, why would that? What program you are using now, watching the timer, as it seemed to me program code in RAM of the game. Yes, so no, this is not my own software. So this is OpenMSX, right? So this is an emulator for the old MSX machines. And it includes a debugger. So this is the website of OpenMSX. And it includes a debugger. So you can debug your own game, your old games here. So that's included. Although you have to have the latest version though. I don't think they made a release yet that includes all these debugger things inside the application. They used to have like a different debugger which connected to the emulator, but like in the latest version, the version that's now on GitHub, has the debugger built in, right? So yeah, it's very handy that it's like built in, because otherwise you'd have to connect to programs and stuff. That wasn't very good. Right, so let's see. So we're moving over the positions and the X states, but this is like literally comparing Lolo's position with the Alma position though. So I don't understand, if I knob out that function, why it's still triggering. So like we're loading the Y position and Lolo's Y position. Okay, we're comparing the two. Then the next Alma. Okay, we're going to do that 3 times, right? So we're going to compare Y. So IY is D0AA. Yeah, that's this one, which is Alma 2 Y position. So yeah, we're literally comparing Lolo's Y position versus the Alma. Wait, what is Lolo's position again? D018 is 6, that's correct. So we're at Y6 and we're comparing it to IY, which is DOAA. So we're comparing 6 to 1C. That's lower down, sure. Oh, it's the second, it's this one here. So we do CP, which is then compare, I assume. I mean, let's double check, but it's going to be compare, right? We're comparing with a value like this, I assume, subtract. Oh, it's a subtract. Oh, okay. No, it's not a compare. Okay. Yeah, so it's the distance between the two Y positions. That's interesting. Okay. So this looks like targeting then, though. And Okay, it jumps conditionally to 599D, and that's probably if it's too far away. So non-zero, right? So the zero flag, or oh no, this is going to be the rolling thing. So when Lolo is aligned on the X or the Y axis with an ALMA, it starts rolling. It starts the rolling animation. Right, so is that what I disabled then? That could be this. Yeah. I think this is this. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Where are we? So let's disable this one. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't have room to run now, right? But if I go like this, no, go to the other side, idiot. Come on. Okay, these are cats, right? I mean they're armadillos, but come on. Okay, here we go. So see, if he starts rolling, if he's on the same x-axis, and same for y, of course, he rolls up. And maybe that was disabled. So let's load our save state for the hacked ROM. And let's see if that still works. Aha, he does not roll anymore. Yes, that's interesting. So yeah, it's a part of the AI, I guess, that we have figured out. Good. So where were we? I have to look at the function name again. Also, we have to load the normal ROM because that function is going to be commented out. This one, and then we go to game loop. Okay, it resorted again. Game loop. So this function 5961, that's the one we are looking at, right? Yeah, 5961. This is 5961. This is ALMA AI horizontal vertical rolling. (5961). Yes. So we only deactivated just the rolling part of the AI, not the targeting. That's probably going to be one of the next functions, perhaps. Yeah, that's ALMA AI horizontal and vertical rolling. Okay, so then the next one for E11. Let's see what sort of enemy that includes. Snakies. Oh no, snakies, skulls. Wait. Are we in a new function here? We didn't see this yet, right? Okay, so we have snakies, skulls, skulls, and almas, even medusas as well. No, we're conditional returning here. What could this be? The exit door is referenced. Maybe we're already past the end here. So let's see. Let's see what this does, right? Because we're calling something immediately here. Okay, let's step. So we're loading 3 in DE and 0 into C. These are function parameters for this function. Let's immediately go in it, right? So let's put a breakpoint where we were here, and we can wait for E. Yeah, let's remove these ones. Okay, that's our main function. Let's go into this one for 3A5. Oh, this might be respawning, perhaps. Yeah, because respawn positions, although Medusa does not respawn, though you can't egg Medusa. Oh, so this is very small. It loads the first snakies. Like this is a struct, right? This is a struct of data. So what number is this? D137. So Yeah, so we have the snaky 1 Y position of the egg respawn, right? It's going to be respawn stuff. And then the X position and the direction and a timer. And then maybe something else. No. So we have 4 bytes here and we're loading the Y position. And so the first byte of this 4 byte struct are we loading into IY. And then its X state, which is D113, which is up here. This one, that is just 1 byte, which is then loaded in IX. So it just fetches the base of these arrays. Simple as that, right? So yeah, we can give that a name, I guess. It's 43A5. For 3A5 would be fetch snaky respawn data pointer. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to offset in that array. Well, it's not just respawn and X state, respawn and X state data pointers. Okay, and that's a function. Let's put parens there. Okay, let's step out of this one because it just does 2 things, right? These 2, and we return. Okay. Okay, so we have the base of these 2 arrays in IX and IY, so we can work with that. Okay, we have multiple functions here, which is called multiple times, so that's going to be an interesting function as well. Then we load, the position data in HL, sure. That's D026. That's the position of all the snakes in the level, sure. And then we call with all this information and the amount, and then we call this interesting function, okay, which is repeated for snakies, skulls, goals, almas, and something weird for Medusa, okay. It's going to be respawn related, I think. Let's see what this one does. Okay. Ooh, lots of conditionals and jumping. This might be movement as well, though. So if A, oh wait, if A is 0, we might return immediately, though. Let's see. Yes, we do. Oh yeah, because there's our, so in A we reload the amount of snakies, and if it's 0, we don't do anything, obviously. So this is only going to work for the almas, which is down here. But let's go to the first level. That's a bit easier to work with, as it's just snakies, right? Continue. Okay, so well, let's start the level first. Okay, the level is running. Let's break now. Okay, so we loaded all this data in there. Now we're calling this function again. Now we won't quit early because there are snakies in the level. We're going to do a for loop again by switching A and B, or adding or copying A into B, sure. Pushing some stuff on the stack. IY plus 3. So D137 is this one, plus 3. That's going to be the timer, I guess. Direction or timer, which is still 0 though. We jump if it's 0, yes. We increase IX, meaning we go from D113. Oh, so we're checking. Wait, what did we just check? Oh, we checked, right. We checked the timer of the first snaky, which was 0, meaning it was not in X days, right? It was not, or it was not shot off the screen. And now we're going to, so we increment and we're going to look at the next snaky X state, which is the 114, right? Because we're incrementing IX, which is then 114. Okay. And we're calling 4388, so we're doing something else though. I don't know what we're going to do, but then we leave, I think. And we're going into the next snaky. Yeah, because we're at the top of the thing again, right? Yeah, this is what we were looking at. Okay, so this only happens when it's going to be the respawn stuff, I'm pretty sure. We can also find that out by just knopping out that function. Okay, this is going to jump. We're increasing. Yeah, there's nothing off screen. We haven't shot any enemies out of the level, so it's not going to do anything. Okay, and then the third snaky. Jump and return. Right. Yeah, this is going to be respawn stuff. Now, I don't know why Medusa is here, because that has nothing to do with respawning, as in you can't you can't egg Medusa, because it will kill you before we even get there. So now it's doing the same for the eggs, same for goal, same for almas. Oh, and obviously, yes. Makes sense. So we do check whether it's a bonus level, because the only place you can shoot Medusa is in a bonus level, because you're invincible. Yeah, so yeah, and now we're going to return probably. Yes. So I think 4E11 is the procedure that shoots you off screen and respawns you, perhaps. So let's knock that one out. So we're looking for CD114E. Right. Okay, that's one dead. That one is dead too. Let's save. Yeah, let it save. And now we will try to shoot any enemy, I guess. We'll load. We will load our hacked ROM here. Oh, we still have that one. Wait, does that not work? Or is it broken? No. Okay, let's restart. And let's look at the game loop to see if our function is knocked out. Oh, we are here. Yeah, this is our game loop, and right, all those functions are out now, but that's fine. I mean, I should do one at a time though, but yeah. It's okay, let's start and see if we can shoot an enemy. It's either can't be shot or won't come back being revived. So let's give myself some ammo, and let's shoot this snaky. Okay, so we can shoot it, but the question is, does it come back after like a couple of seconds? Are we in the yeah, we're in the correct ROM, right? Yeah, we just started playing. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's coming back though. Yeah, so this is yeah, it should have been back now already. Let's try. Okay, I have to get that one. Yeah, for now it should for sure have been back. Let's try to be certain. Let's try the other enemies. Like I'll try the skulls in the next level. And also I'll see if it's the breaking of the egg that happens in this function as well. So if you shoot the egg and you leave it, you don't shoot it out of the level, then it cracks and it opens up again. Let's see if that's in this function as well. I don't know how long it takes, but this is taking long already. Yeah, it is cracking too, because it's not cracking. It should have cracked by now, I think. Yeah, so it's cracking and respawning of enemies in this function. Let's try it with the skulls, but should be the exact same. I'm gonna get some ammo. And I'm gonna shoot this skull and see if it cracks, and I doubt it. Yeah, that's definitely long enough. And now it will not come back, which makes the game quite a bit easier, especially if you have lots of ammo. Yeah, it should have been back already. That's indeed that function. Yep. Of course, I screwed myself here. Never mind, that doesn't matter. Okay, so let's reload the normal ROM. And let's look at the game loop again, so I have the correct number. Right, it was 4E11, right? That was the function we were looking at. 4E11, yeah, this was processing of all the enemies. Okay, 4E11. Here. So this is handle mob respawn and egg crack stuff. That's it. Equals 4E11. Okay. Back to the game loop. All right. Yeah, we're only missing this one. That wasn't really clear. We can try removing that one too, though. But yeah, let's see what 5074 does. Let's go in this one. Okay, D22E. Interesting. D22E. BCDE. Unknown variable. Which, if it's 0, it will not do anything, I think. So we will exit, I'm assuming. No, it must be 0. Okay. Okay, this one here. It loads Lolo's position, the direction it's facing. Oh, is this shooting? This might be shooting bullets because it looks. Yeah. It looks at the key being held. Do we have bullets? Yeah. I think this is shooting. Yeah. Bullet Y. Yeah, this is going to be shooting, pretty much guaranteed. So let's. I mean, yeah, because it needs a direction, it needs its position. Also, D22E would imply that we're not able to shoot. Meaning, I don't need to knob out a function. I can just put something in D22E, right? And I'm going to give myself some ammo to make sure. Oh, it doesn't even update. Wait, let me put that back then. What was it? Where was it? D22E, this one. And why does it not show my... Oh, because we're broke. No, we're not broke. Yes, we are. So yeah, of course. So we're going to disable U and this. So I do have ammo, 40, I can shoot. But now if I put D22E, wait, where is it? Here, this one. If I put something in here, I can still shoot though. No, so it's not that. D22E. So I would have assumed that that function would have exited though, 5074. D22E. Oh no, I'm putting the hard-coded value in there, correct? Or no? No, I'm putting 1 in there. And it return and Z. So yeah, we do return. So we're skipping this function and it has nothing to do. Maybe this is transform into egg. That's also possible. Like it's like a hit detection of the bullet. That's also possible. Okay, let's continue. And not break here. Yeah, we can just turn this off. I have ammo. Yes, I do. So we can shoot still. There's something in that variable. No, that's not either. I'm going to try mode B. So this is normally 0, right? So I'm going to try mode B and see if that makes a difference. Okay. No, it is still 0. I mean, I'm going to do a normal play by picking up this thing. Yeah, no, that's also the same. It might also be related to bonus mode, because that gives me infinite ammo. That's also something. Nope, that's also not the case. Because I have infinite ammo now, but this is also doesn't affect me either. That's weird. What could that be? We are in 50. Okay, we can just go here. It's this one. 5074. Right. Let's go to level 1. And go back to this function. What could that be? Let's activate the game. Right, so whether we have something in there or not, apparently it doesn't do much, it doesn't make much difference though. So yeah, we get position Y of Lolo in HL. Okay, the address of the position, which is D018, that makes sense, right? That's this one, I think. Yeah, position Y and X. So we have that address and we're calling a function. What do? We do load that value into A, so that would make it 6, I think. We're at position 6, 4. Yeah, we have our Y coordinate. We're increasing. Okay, now we're getting the X coordinate in HL, so we increase to D019, which should put it here, which is the X coordinate. We clear HL. No, we XOR the value with. Oh wait, what? So we're XORing X with Y, and then rotate right. Okay, this is going to be 1980s math again. we're rotating, and what could that be though? We're XORing the Y coordinate with the X coordinate and then rotating it right with carry, and then based on the carry we return. So the carry is 0. What would that possibly be? Oh, we're returning conditionally on the, so do we return now? Yeah, we do. So like there must be a position on the screen where that doesn't happen, right? But yeah, why would you do an exclusive OR with the Y chord and the X chord though? Can I do that in the calculator? Do I have XOR? Yes, we do. So we did 6 XOR 4, right? Let's put that in. No, that is hexadecimal. Okay, XOR 4 is 2, and then we rotate right once, I think, which would make it 1, and that's what it was, right? That was 1. So yeah, no, let's go back in this one, 641E. This one, so yeah, we increase. Yeah, so we're XORing the Y chord with the X chord, and then RRCA is rotate right with carry. Let's look at that again. Right, this is just the contents of A are rotated right 1 bit position. The contents of bit 0 are copied to the carry flag. Okay, so if we rotate, so we have 2 as a result. Wouldn't that make it 0 though, if we rotate that right? So why would, oh, yeah, and it was 0, I think. What value would make that 1? So that would mean that it has to be high enough. Oh no, that's odd and even. Yeah, of course. But why X and Y? Would that make them both even? Yeah, I think so, right? Because we're doing exclusive OR, so they both can't be 1, right? So yeah, it's going to be whether we're in on half a block here or a full block. Now it's on a full position. So let's test that simply. Right, because if it has to shoot a bullet, it has to know where to start, and that depends on whether we're on a half block or not. Yeah, I think that's why what this does. So let's stop here again, but let's move to a half block first. Where are we? Okay, we're breaking here. That's unnecessary. We need 641E though. 641E, so we need to break in. Well, let's break here. Let's go into continuously break, of course. So let's position ourselves correctly first. So wait, now it was 0, okay, and I think if I move up half a block, then it's going to be 1. Let's reactivate this breakpoint. No, it's still 0. Unless they both have to be odd, as in both have to be, I have to be in a different level though. So let's deactivate, run, and let's load a stage with more space. Okay, so I'm aligned now, and it's 0. Okay. Let's move half one here and half one here. Now I'm off, like not in a power of 2, so to say. And I'm still at 0. Okay, so where is this stupid thing 1? I thought it was odd and or like these little half steps though. Let's move to the edge of the thing here. Let's get some higher numbers for X and Y. Like if I stand at the very corner here, we still have 0 for the carry. Let's fix it, let's change it and see what it does. So now it doesn't, right? HL DO19 is going to be DO20. Oh, 1A, of course. Okay, which would be DO1A is Lolo's direction he's facing. Okay, and we're returning that. Right, so 3 is now loaded in the A register, and we are returning that. So this function returns what position we're looking at, or what direction we're looking at, but only if some weird thing with the positions is right. That's so strange. Right, so we're XORing X and Y coordinates, right? So okay, let me look at some values here when I'm in the game. Wait, is it really here? C64E. Let's play the game here. Okay, let's look at our position here. I'm at 2A and 2E, right? This is position Y and X, 2A and 2E. So if I have 2A, okay, does it not show me the binary stuff though? Okay, so that's 1010. No, that's 101010. Sure. So the last bit is XORed with the X position, which is 2E. So they're both 0, meaning 0 XOR 0 is 0, right? Yeah. So, okay, so we're in a bad position here. That will never give us the result. Wait, why the fuck are we outside of the thing now? Oh, because I did change. Oh, is this boundary detection? Okay. Because I'm outside of the map though. Okay, let's reload that. Didn't see that. Okay. So position 2 and 4. So we're at 2 and 4. Those just stupid fly. So 2 does not have the 1-bit set, and 4 does obviously not have the 1-bit set either. So that would make the carry result 0. Let's see. Now we are at 0, 2 and 2C. Yeah, these are all even positions. I think it will only get odd when we are in at half a block. So we're now at 2A. Does that give it? No, that still doesn't give me an odd number. Or is this like the in-between thing though? Yes, yeah, of course. If you look at the number moving here, it goes 432 instead of 42. 432, yeah. Of course. And it does an exclusive OR to just see whether either the X position or the Y position is in between or while it's moving, right? that's going to be that, sure. So this function does not work when you're currently moving. Like when it's moving its little foot, then it is in between. Yeah. Okay, so we figured out that function. How to name that function though? Where are we? Is it this one? Yeah. 6, 4. I can't remember which one it was exactly, so I'll have to look from the start. Game loop 5074. That's this one. Right, D2EE was checked. It's done this function, right? 641E. 641E, which is this one. Okay, so yeah, we are. I mean, how to name that though? Like we're taking two values, and we're checking if either of them is odd. Yeah, because it needs a 16-bit value in HL, and it checks both upper and lower 8-bit for it being odd. Yeah, okay, let's just add that one. 64, what was the 641E? And I think it's always position is position odd. Yeah, I think it's simply going to be that. Oh, I mistyped. Was it 74? No. 50, okay, no, 5074. Right, okay, so if we are moving, then we don't do this function, right? Because if we stop here, and which we're not moving or in between two positions, we are jumping though. So does this, wait, where did we come from? Did we come from, yeah, 5074 we started. We called its position odd, and we're only jumping here when we're not. Otherwise, we are okay. So I think this is just alternating the steps, perhaps. Not sure, but it's very hard to debug because I'd have to break like, I mean, I can do a conditional break, but stream looks a bit unstable, it seems. I don't know if he dropped out or not. I don't think so. I mean, is this computer using something? Nope. Okay. Right, so we're calling something else here now. Sure. And then we're loading two unknown variables and the bullet count. So we'll have to look what that is. 6C3A, and we are like returning if that's also 0. So that's the one we have to look at now. Let's look at this one. C3A. Is spacebar pressed? Okay, that's literally the same function. Why would you not just check that variable? I mean, I guess that's like the variable, and then you have the function that checks that. So 6C3A is simply spacebar check pressed. 6C, let's put that here. Right, it just checks that variable. No, reload. And then we go back. Okay. Oh, yes, this is the firing function because we return if it isn't. Indeed. So we're going to fire a shot. I don't know why I could still fire though when I knocked out this function. That's a bit strange. So let's go back. No, we weren't here anymore. Yeah, we are. Yeah, so we have to break here and we're going to shoot and then it should break again. So yeah, it's not breaking now. Let's give myself some ammo. And let's shoot. Okay. D1 F6. This one. We return if it's non-zero. Oh yeah, this might be infinite ammo stuff. So let's see, this is 0. Yes. We do not return. Okay. I want to see what this value is in the demo mode. Although, no, why would it put that in a different variable though? And then we have D0CF. Ah, our missing one here. That's also quite interesting. Which also must be 0, otherwise we return. Okay, then we load the bullet count. Of course, if that's 0, then we can't shoot either. We're clearing out A, sure. We look at the key being held. No, we cancel our spacebar, which is D008. That's this one, I think. Yeah. So we're canceling that one out. I don't know why it's already zero though. And then reload the position. Okay, so we're actually shooting though. So I don't understand why. Did I knock out the wrong function? I'm not sure. Okay, I do want to know about these two. So this one for sure, and D1F6. This one. So let's see what happens. Let's disable. Let's first remove a couple. Nope. Go away. Let's disable this one. Let's start over. Okay. So if I put this one on 1, okay, that's already quite strange here because an egg appears. Is this while shooting perhaps? No, so I can't shoot anymore. Oh yeah, is this? Yeah, this might be one if an egg is on the screen. Yeah, so if I shoot an element and a thing here, and I shoot it off screen, yes. So this is there an egg flying on the screen? Probably. I'm gonna try and look at this one now, because this one was checked as well, right? So let's see what it does now on the upper one. No, so no, that's something completely different. But this one definitely is there an egg flying on the screen? Because you can't shoot whilst there is an egg flying. That's D1F6. Okay. That's this one, yes, and that's checked now here as well. And then we just have D0CF, which is this empty one here. That also prevents us from shooting. I wonder why, in what situation that happens. So let's see. I mean, I can shoot, and if I put this on 1, ooh, it counted. And now it starts counting as well. That's weird. Let's reset. So, oh, it is. Oh, right. No. It's the bullet here. If the bullet is on screen and then when it hits, it becomes 2. Does it change the texture? No. Yeah. This is bullet on screen. Yes. D0CF. Okay, we're gone here. I have to move back to our position. No, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Yeah, D0CF. Bullet state on screen, or flying bullet state, I guess. Flying bullet state equals D0CF, and the values are 0 equals no bullet, and then 1 equals flying, and 2 equals collision. Okay. Good. Now, I mean, I do want to deactivate this though, because I must have done something wrong. Let's copy the ROM over again so we can start from scratch. Okay, we have a fresh copy. Now we're going to look at the game state and see what we have to knob out. Okay, all the way at the bottom. Let's look at the game loop, I mean, and then, yeah, so 50774 we have to knob out. Okay, let's look that up. So we have to look for CD 7450, and we will be removing this completely. Let's save. Did it save? Yes, it did. Okay, now let's load the other cartridge here, the hack ROM. Apply. Okay. Now let's look at our game loop, which was right here, and see if the function is knobbed out. Yes, it is. So now I don't think I should be able to shoot now though. Okay, let me grab this ammo. Yes, and I cannot, so I must have done something wrong when I knocked out the previous function. Okay, let's document this function in the symbol file. That was, okay, let's load the correct ROM again, so we don't make any mistakes later on. Okay, of course it jumps away. Okay, we are here, so 5074. I thought we had some at 50, apparently not. I have to resort these. Okay, let's put it here. So this is handle bloodshot equals OX5074. All right, let's reload. Handle bullet shot. So yeah, this game loop does quite a few things, of course. We have some to go. Yeah, still have quite a bit of functions left, and then we jump again to the top and keep doing it over and over. Okay, but at least we found this game loop function. This is a very important one because like it contains everything, right, that we need. Only one we can't figure out. I'm gonna check that one again to see if I can't really find something. 5D 8D. 5D 8D. Wait, was it 5D 8D? Because I mean that looks like something we can figure out here. Yeah, 5D 8D. 5D 8D. Okay, so this one checks whether we're in a bonus level, loads the bullet count, 195C, that's a weird number. We're calling a function. I mean, we can just nop it out and see what that does. Might as well, right? Did I? ROMs, let's copy that again. Nope, copy Eggerland over. And now we are going to nop that one out in the game loop and see what's missing, if anything. Yeah, this one. Okay, let me select that one. CD85D. And we'll remove that one. Okay, save. We will reload, so let's not break here anymore. Run, we will reload the hacked ROM, apply, go look at our game loop. And it's gone. Let's play a game. Let's see. I mean, we should be able to shoot, of course, but something is not going to work. Not sure what. I can push stuff, can shoot stuff, I can pick up stuff. I think I see what the problem is here. We don't have bullets, so I think we are in unlimited, like when it's in the bonus level, you have unlimited ammo. Well, no, because I just ran out of bullets. So it doesn't update the bullet count though. Is it just a simple, yeah, because you're right, we were in, it like it had the bullet count, like it looked up that value, right? So let's see if I go back here. and 5D, 8D. We go here. First thing it does is look up the bullet count. So it probably puts the bullet count on screen. That might be that. But yeah, we'll look at that next time, because I'm hungry. So maybe later tonight, not sure. But thanks for watching in any case.